That's why man say, don't back no one that don't back themselves. Don't back no one that won't back you. Don't back no one that won't put money on your books and nice up your canteen sheet for you. You see, if you're on the road, you see all of this street thing. If you're from Edmonton, all this Edmonton thing. If you're from Brixton, all this Brixton thing. That don't mean nothing, you know, when you're in jail. Yeah, if you're in jail for a year, yeah, your brothers and that might come and check you and that. Do up a quick visit here and there. You know, after a while, like there's man them that are on some long sentences and that, near the double digits, well into the double digits, 15, 20 years and that. You really think they're brothers and that are really coming to visit them on a regular basis, even if it's like once every 2 months? Do you really think if you got a long sentence, a man them is really going to be coming down to visit you? Yeah, maybe for the first year, they might be coming once every 2 months and that. Check back in 5 years. When your brothers and that, they got their families and that, or they at work and that, they're going to forget about you. That's why I never got out of my way to back nobody, get involved in people's beef and that. If I'm there and the situation kicks off, that's different. But for me to go, no, there's no way. There's no way, because I know what human beings are like. Out of sight, out of mind. People forget about you. I was one of them idiots, like, yeah, man, I'm alright for the ends and that. Forget it. The man them will say, yeah, man, like, if it comes up in conversation, every guy is going to tell his brethren, if you went to jail, man will come visit you, man will put money on your books. Don't listen to that. Human beings were not consistent. You're going to be sitting in your cell, it's you and the 4 prison walls and the outer perimeters of your cell, your wing, your landing. Been on both sides of the coin. Been in jail. Obviously, I was only there for 6 months. I didn't have no visits. I didn't want no visits. I didn't need no visits. So I'm in there for 2 months. I didn't have no visits. Didn't want no visits. 2 months, that's 60 days. Man, I didn't need no visits. But I'm in jail with man who, they've been sentenced to murder. They've been in jail for at least a year. And the only person that comes to visit them is their mum. But what about their gang? What about their coldies? What about their ride or dies? The man didn't come to visit them. One of my brothers in jail. 2 of them. One of them I went to visit. The other one I didn't. Bare man them on their tracks. Oh, free this guy, free that guy. Fam, so it's easy to shout out a man's name on a track, but you can't bother to go visit him and that. Telling you, if a man end up in jail, blood, it's just you. Forget your brethrens. That's why man will never go and, like I said, if I have a female cousin or something, she's getting beaten up by a man or something. Nah, fam, I'm not going to go defend no one's honor. Because are they going to put money on my books? Are they going to work overtime to put money on my books? Are they going to visit me once a month? I know the answer is no. After a while, it's going to stop. So why am I going out of my way to defend someone? If you're going to go out of your way to defend someone and get yourself mixed up with someone's drama and that, just be prepared to do it out of soul love. You don't care whether this person comes to visit you or not. Literally. Bare man, out of sight, out of mind. After they're in jail for a little while, their brothers forget about them. You may as well not even exist. Man that I know in jail for 19 years, and I know none of their brethren that was rubbing shoulders with them right then and there, you know, when things was all good, when they're out on the street making money and that. I know 2 years down the line, yeah, them man, they might talk their name, but them man ain't sending money to them. Them man ain't writing them. Or they might write them only because the guy in jail is writing them first. But them man ain't going out of their way to go and visit, man. It is what it is. That's what happens. Long. You in jail, you might as well forget about the outside world. You forget about your friends. Forget about your family. You're gonna have a new friends and family in jail. After a while, people on outside, where they just forget about you. You're a distant memory. You may as well be dead. Literally, you may as well be dead. Like they say, when a murder happens, 2 lives are lost. The victim and obviously the perpetrator and that. The victim's dead. He's 6 foot ground. He's 6 foot in the ground. And the person who's murdered him, he's lost his life as well. 20 years, 25 years. 20 years, 25 years of not having much contact with the people them on the outside. Yeah, you might phone them and that, but they're only picking up your calls because you're phoning them. And you probably phone them, when they see your name pop up on their call, or when they see the prison number pop up on their phone, they're like, oh, fuck's sake, like, what's my man want? Yo, man, things is tight right now, I ain't got no money at the moment, Because this is the thing, when you're in jail, their lives don't stop, People, this is what I'm saying, this is why people ain't gonna visit, man, when they're in jail, because their lives continue. Man get older. Man start having families and that. Man's taking on mortgages. Man's got this to do, that to do. It's easier to just forget about the man in jail. That's what man have to think about before they go and do crime. Whether it's defending someone or not, whether they're just doing crime in general. Once you're locked up in that cell and you're getting over your sentence and that, you're dead to the outside world. Mentioned this a couple times. I'll never forget it. It was almost like my best friend on the wing, basically. He was my neighbor. I was in cell H47. He was in cell H48. ISIS on the H ring. Top landing. And the youth was the same age as me, 18. And he said, yeah, obviously he's in jail for murder. He hasn't even been given a release date. My man saying that like, these times it was like 2011. And he'd been given about, I think, 18 or 20 years. But basically, he was saying he ain't going to get released to 2030 something. And he said, yeah, he's just going to get his mum to send in his bed sheets. And yeah, he's going to get settled in. I was thinking, no, I'm not getting settled into nothing. Nah, fam, I'm not getting settled into jail. And a part of getting settled into jail is to forget about the outside world. Forget about the outside world. The man in that you rub your shoulders with, your brother said that, but cold diesel, like, yeah, get me ride or die. They ain't coming to visit you after a few years. Them man ain't coming to visit you after 6 months, blood. You may as well forget about them and they're going to forget about you. Yeah, them man, they will shout your name out on a track. Wow. Thanks for saying my name on a track. Like that's helping me when I'm doing 19, 20 years in jail. Not me, but, the man. I'm talking from a third person's perspective, but it's long. When you're in jail, man, I forget about you. So, man, need to think about the crimes that they commit. Think before they go and do crime and that. Crime is not the answer. It's laziness. Man want to go and rob, man. Yeah, could make a quick 10, 15, 20 grand and that. But what comes fast goes fast. Yeah, you're going to make that 10, 15, 20 grand. But you only want that money fast so you can go and spend it on dumb stuff. So you're going to blow the money. As soon as it comes, you're going to blow it. Then give you back to square one. This don't really happen no more. I don't think people really do it anymore. But you remember like the box moves where people used to go and rob the security corps vans. So what's the security corps van? Like a business like, for example, the post office. They have a lot of money in their shop. And obviously they'll have the guys that come in them big blue Group 4 security, was it Group 4 security corps? So it says G4S vans, big blue van. They'll have like stab-proof, bulletproof vest with the helmet and the visor. And I don't know if the visor is bulletproof, probably not. But anyway, they'll go and collect the money and they'll be whatever, few thousands, maybe like 50 grand or something. A man them would, it might be an inside job. Maybe someone in the post office will say, oh yeah, this person's coming at this time, whatever. A move will get set up and a man will go and rob them. There's man getting like 6, 7 years, depending on the nature of the crime. I met a man in jail. I used to call him Yard Man. He was like, he was Jamaican, but he was like black and like Indian, so he was coolie. That's what we call black people that's mixed with Indian in Jamaica, coolie. So there's one coolie man them innit. So anyway, he robbed a box, whatever amount of money. He's from Lewisham. He robbed a box, whatever amount of money was in it, and then he's got away with it, and then on the same day he went to go and rob another box and he got caught. How dumb is that? Probably got, I don't know, I think he's got like 6 or 7 years or something like that. I guarantee in that time his brothers weren't visiting him on a frequent basis. Brothers not even visiting once every 2 months. So at 60 days, a man couldn't spare you two or 3 days here and there. When you're in jail and that, you may forget about the outside world, because the outside world is going to forget about you. Once you settled into these long sentences and that, you may as well become a ghost. Stay away, it's done now.